Hey, we'll kick the thing off. Hey, what's up, guys? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah, how's it
Man,
going?
what's
How's
up?
it
What's
going?
up?
Doing good.
The
Hold on.
pivot.
Pivot. Hey, so this is the first the episode of the Pivot podcast. I got my boy JM. Raise your hand.
What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
What's
Got
up, people?
What's happening, people? What's happening,
T.O.
world?
What's good? What's good?
Then Z Lewis.
Going on, peoples?
Yeah, so again, this is the Pivot podcast. This is the first episode. We're gonna debut here. And
The pilot.
it's the pilot, baby. So we created this thing just to give just the average Joe perspective on some topics, and of course throw some sports talk in there, and just to get a feel for this is a couple Southern boys trying to fill this thing out. So we go around the horn, just get a check up on how everybody doing. JM.
Well, so just started back work, school teacher, feeling good, feeling great. Not many complaints. Family doing good. Vaccinated. Nobody has COVID. We just living life over here.
Boy, still got that
Vax. T.O.
Yo, man, I'm good. Family's doing great. Just trying to stay busy working. No complaints, man. Just trying to stay out of COVID with it.
You still been falling asleep in office?
Hey, man, I don't know nothing about that, brother. I don't know nothing about that one. I'm the hardest man on the job.
What's up, Z? How you doing?
I'm straight, man. I've been working myself. That's about it, though. Trying to keep this money going.
Shannon?
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody's healthy, family's good. Can't complain too much, man.
You still catching the body kits, huh?
Man, slanging them, dog. Slanging them.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm in the food industry, so every day is something new, every day is something different. Even when I'm not at work, I'm at work. So we all got our daily routine we do. We got family, friends, and things we do outside of work that keep us occupied. But let's get this thing off and talk about this NBA, these trades, these LA Lakers and Bron and folks type deal.
These
ain't gonna happen though.
This Goon Squad team they got in LA.
Yep.
Hey, man, went from Space Jam and
Goon Squad out there.
Goon Squad. Hey, man.
They got the Goon Squad.
Hey, they just a couple retirement.
We get the retirement home. Retirement home going on.
You mean a couple of all Hall of Famers?
Oh, they for sure Hall of Famers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer squad over there, first ballot.
Check this out, though, bro. When you got three people that are top five at their position, man. AD top five, Bron top five, Westbrook top five. If you count Harden as a two guard, so, bro, that's a super team. And then the depth that they have, that's sick, man.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, man, we had to do what we had to do, man, because
stop. No,
hey, man, I'm invested. Everybody know I've been investing in LeBron for years, man.
No, man, come on.
I've been investing in LeBron since my hairline was down here.
Hey, when LeBron lost to the Mavericks, the man kicked me out the house. Get out! Everybody, get out! Whoa.
Hey, man, I never get mad, bro, but I was heated.
Yeah, you get mad about the burn now.
Hold on, when did this happen? What was that?
Man, it was back in 2011.
At your apartment, Blaine what?
Yep, Jeremy. No, Jeremy made me mad. Jeremy was talking mad noise. Jeremy Jones.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
That boy got under my skin, bro.
Yeah. So what is the most interesting trade thus far for you guys in NBA?
Trade?
Or signing, trade, whatever move.
Westbrook,
man. Everybody getting 200 mil, man.
Yeah, I seen some questionable pickups and some money wise, and I feel like I can contribute for 300,000.
Man, I'm telling you, man. It's like everybody. It's like they trying to set the next record with 205, 208.
Yeah,
I think Steph just got 215.
215 4 years.
That's his second 200 $200 million deal. That's crazy, boy.
Kids is gonna be straight, man.
Oh yeah. What y'all think about Chris Paul?
Signing back?
Signing, yeah, with that contract.
Yeah, I think he'll come back.
No, he's back.
He's back. But that contract, I'm talking about.
What did he get? I missed that one.
He got what, 3 or 4 years? 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, 175, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Man, listen.
He's pushing what? He pushing 40?
He's 36.
36, 37. But bro, the thing about it is, man, Phoenix missed the boat. bro, if everybody back healthy, Phoenix, 6th seed, 5th seed,
It won't
with
happen
with it.
again. That was
They
that
ain't
was
going back.
That
That
was
was
the
it.
closest.
They ain't going back.
That was
It's
it.
over with.
That was their
Nah,
opportunity,
that-
man.
yeah, that
That's a
was
hit
it.
or miss there.
That was
It's
it.
done.
Yep.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was it,
I don't
man.
even think the Lakers go win, to be honest with you.
Well, of course you would say that.
I'm just saying what they got. You know
I'm
what they
hoping
got.
they don't win, and I'm a Laker fan.
Well, I'm just saying I don't see it. Westbrook will mess it up. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
How? How's the way?
Huh?
I'll say this: if AD can stay healthy, man, Lakers eating good,
It's
bro.
tough.
I'm trying.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's really it. Because AD really the best player on the team.
True.
Yeah.
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 He's just a
Yeah.
big man. He's just a big man, so he can't
True.
be a point guard. But he's really
But
the
see-
best player.
Now is he top 3 in the NBA right now?
Nah.
Who's top 3? Who's top 3?
um,
Giannis,
Yeah,
you can't deny
Giannis.
Giannis.
Can't
Kevin
deny
Durant.
Giannis.
Giannis, Kevin
Yeah.
Durant, and still LeBron. LeBron got hurt last year too.
LeBron with them old knees.
I'll say LeBron. I'm a
But
LeBron fan. But
LeBron
I'm gonna
was
say top 3.
he was the front runner to be MVP.
True.
That man,
Ain't true.
he tackled that man
Man.
ankle.
Hey, I give
Bruh,
Bron this
I-
spot,
Then he
man.
really came back
Step-
early to play.
Step up in there, man. With the way
I'm
Steph
telling you,
played at the end of the season,
if
I
Clay
don't
come back
know.
healthy,
I don't know
Clay
who you
coming
take
back
out.
with a vengeance.
it's
If
Yeah.
Clay come back healthy, bro,
I'm telling you, it's over.
But
I
at the
mean,
same
yeah,
time,
that's-
though, size wise, the Lakers gonna play bully ball.
Yep.
What's gonna hurt them, dope, is how do you distinguish Westbrook from LeBron? Because they game are almost similar with the fact that they have to have the ball in their hand. If LeBron bring the ball down the court, you can't turn Westbrook into a jump shooter. You know, he's a slasher. But if he bring the ball down the court, that's now you playing a game Bron ain't played before.
Yep.
You know, even when he was with Cleveland, Kyrie basically became like the 2 guard most of the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know how you manage that.
But
They still-
Schroeder was kind of a slasher though.
Yeah, but they still ain't got no shooter. They
They
got
got
all
some-
that height. They ain't got no shooters. See, I think that's what they lack it, because they got a big squad. They got the size. Don't get me wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you have to adapt to these teams that's shooters, like a Golden
Yeah.
State, that's
Yeah.
what's gonna come down to it. Like, we got to change our game plan. We don't really know how
Man, the Golden State Warriors ain't beating the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, man.
I
Just
think
because
what-
you can add Clay, but last year, man, that was telltale, man. The
Hey,
Golden State
that's-
Warriors can do anything with the Lakers.
Didn't they beat them without Clay in the season? I don't think everybody was healthy, but I mean, my point is look what Steph can do by himself. Imagine with Clay and the squad that you normally have.
Yeah, they
No.
It can't
he-
get bad. You get what I'm saying?
It's over with.
I know
Alright,
y'all
real-
some,
Now,
I know
if they
y'all
add a
some
different
LeBron
piece,
fans, but
'Cause
hey,
you got to think about it. That man had
that's what I'm saying.
two season ending injuries.
yeah.
Yep.
Think about the great comeback and be, man, no.
I think it's gonna be
But-
more mental too for him,
Yep.
man.
Oh yeah,
So-
definitely.
That's a tough climb back.
All right, real quick around the horn. Who's gonna win the NBA championship? JM?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta see, man, because I can't say the Lakers right now because they do have an old team.
But you gotta say it
and
right now.
Their defense. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about. I'm not worried about the offense. It's the defense.
Yeah. So if you had to say somebody, just say somebody.
That Patty Mills acquisition by Brooklyn.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
So you going Brooklyn?
Brooklyn right now until I see
All right.
more.
Shannon?
I'm gonna go with Brooklyn with a healthy Kyrie. You get what I'm saying? That's a
All right.
dangerous squad.
Tyrus?
Hey man, look, I'm a diehard Brooklyn Nets fan ever since last season. So go Brooklyn.
Z?
Oh, that's a tough one, man, with Brooklyn and the Lakers. So it's really hard to tell, really. Like, I can't really answer it, though, but I think the Lakers may pull it off.
I'm going with it's gonna be tough for me to say, but I'm going with the Heat.
Ah.
The Heat, I ain't gonna lie, they
The Heat
well,
got a
no.
squad too this year.
the Heat didn't even really do anything. They just spent a lot of money.
We'll
They
see.
got Kyle Lowry, but
Yeah, we'll see. He's the best worst player to me. That makes sense.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
The worst best player. There we go.
You just described Westbrook.
The worst.
Yeah,
best
yeah,
player.
that's true. I'm not gonna hold you. Because when he's good, he's like a Hall of Famer. But when he's bad, bro, that man look like Sam Cassell or somebody. I don't know.
Man. It could go left or it could go right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing with him.
Yep.
That's the only thing.
All right, hey, that's
They
shift gears.
might, hey, one more time. I'm sorry. Let me get this in.
Yeah.
They might well bring in J.R. Smith.
Man, you crazy.
No,
Man, you crazy.
But
They got
hey, that's
Westbrook.
disrespect.
They
That's
Man,
got
you
disrespect for the
Westbrook.
Westbrook, man. That's
no,
disrespect for the
no,
Westbrook,
no,
bro.
no, my friend.
J.R.
No,
came through a few times.
I
yeah,
think, I
in
think, I think,
Cleveland.
I think LeBron got a restraining order on that dude. Can't come within. Get away from me,
Whatever.
man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
shift gears to talk about cancel culture and just get you guys' perspective on that. And just it's 2021. It's tough to do certain things for sure that probably would have been easier to do in the past. That it's super tough to do now, and especially if you're always in front of cameras like celebrities. So,
yeah.
who want to spin this off real quick?
I'll go. Man, I saw something today where a guy was saying, I don't know if that was DJ Academics or somebody. They were talking about how it's cool for rappers to sit up, talk about selling drugs, killing, doing all this stuff. But the moment they say something toward gays, or just that whole LG, just that whole situation, um, this cancel culture starts. I definitely understand the hate, but it's like the very people that you are inviting to your city to perform, all they doing is talking about the killing, the selling drugs, the this, the that, and it's not a problem. But the moment you mention that, man, it is you losing everything. And I mean that I just have that's the only thing I have a problem with. I definitely understand, you know what I'm saying? Just people. I, mean, I understand the hate, I understand the backlash, but it's like you justifying that one is greater than the other.
Right, when it shouldn't be. It should be, if not on equal, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. My thing about this, it's similar to what you're saying. Like when we talk about and who's the preacher, JM? We talked about again.
Michael
Uh,
Todd.
Michael Todd, he's getting backlash from a comment he made about how women should value their bodies and not do the what's that challenge?
The silhouette challenge.
The silhouette challenge, and he's a pastor, and he should. That's his job is
That's
to
what he's
His
say
job
things that's
description,
gonna
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
make. He's gonna pastor to the sheep. I mean, pastor the people who needs help. So he made a comment about women shouldn't do the silhouette challenge. You should value your bodies. Wait till marriage, man. If you're doing it now, they're gonna have. What's the point?
Yeah.
And man,
Yeah.
they came out the woodwork.
Man,
Woodwork.
it's like
Like-
social media is taking everything that all your beliefs and everything you learn throughout your life and just flip it on his head. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even have your own values no more
Yeah, right.
unless it aligns with social media. So it's like I have my opinions on certain things, but I can't say it. I'm
Right,
not
you
gonna
get-
say it.
Yeah, you'll be jobless.
But I respect everybody. I respect because everybody got their own way of life and their
Right.
own likes and things they love. So, but it's like it's cancel culture, man. It's like there's a bunch of sad people, man, who just get online to find things to be mad about.
Right.
So it's
I
like
think
it's like you can have your opinions, but if you're like a model citizen or you like right in the middle, like your opinion, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it to yourself.
well, for me, man, to me, it's like it's gotten too far out of hand because it's got to the point to where we don't have freedom of speech no more. Now, granted, if it's wrong, right is right. You get what I'm saying? I'm not judging anybody. You love who you love. I always been that type of person. But at the same time, it's like they picking and choosing when
Right.
to like play this card, so to speak.
Yeah,
You know what
so-
I'm saying? You're not being fair with everyone because we don't, or the baby say that we go pick the baby when other folks do it. It's not as just. You get what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
yep.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And like I said, freedom of speech is like it's being kind of like almost extinct. You gotta be careful, watch what you say, because you get canceled so quick, and it's just by what you say. I mean, even the baby. I mean, I don't agree with what he's saying, but look at what he's 7 to 8 shows he's been kicked out of since making the remarks. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I always thought that freedom of speech is, freedom of speech, but at the same time, there's a lot of people. I mean, one other folks will say that there's others who should be attacked. You get what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
I think that she used this force in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Not to take it there, but look at things like racism or or even the hatred towards, the opposite sex. You get what I'm saying? They pick and choosing which battles. I just think that's unfair. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying that he shouldn't be addressed or anything, but at the same time, like there's others y'all don't address under that same umbrella. Y'all are, wave it or sweep it under the rug for a certain amount of people, then you're picking and choosing your battles, and I don't think that's fair.
Well, you got to look at it from the perspective of let's see how I'm trying to phrase this. So ultimately, us regular citizens make celebrities who they are.
True.
So we pretty much dictate what they should and shouldn't say. So if we think that, like we use the baby for instance, what he said about the gay community, I don't agree with it about not one bit. I don't listen to him. So by the start, his music never appealed to me, but the comment he made, a group of people didn't like it, which is ultimately the decision makers in his finances. If you look at it from that perspective.
Oh no, he just shouldn't.
I don't think that's.
He should have kept it to himself. Like, and that part, I mean, he cool. So I think he brought that a little too far at that point, though. He could have really.
It's tough, man. It's 2021. Whatever you say, it's gonna be looked at, especially if you're a celebrity. So for sure, you got to tailor pretty much every aspect of your pretty much life if you up there and all the eyes are watching you. And I mean, you put yourself in that spotlight from the start. You want to be a celebrity.
That's true. You make
that money.
Yeah, you live in that walk of life, but I mean, I don't think that the people who are canceling him are the ones that's offended. No, it's not his fan base, because you got to think about it. If it was his fan base, they wouldn't be offended because they're a fan of what he say or do.
And I think he did mention that in his comments.
Yeah. So it's like he might have just, to me, ruffled the feathers of some important people that I guess you might have those that he offended that's important, who could pull that card and be like, you know what, you pulled out of this show, and they band together. That's why I say I think it's unfair. And in certain situations where they should band together on, they kind of don't do it. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to name drain, but it's plenty of other artists that that makes offensive things just like this. And like T.O. said, like with academics, like you got a lot of artists talking about selling drugs, killing each other, and y'all get in the show. So I'm like, don't get me wrong, that's just as worse as what he is saying.
It's worse. You talking about killing people.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like you're picking your poison here. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said I don't agree with what he said. And but at the same time, I just want to be fair about addressing
right. So if you're gonna counsel somebody,
situations,
if you're gonna counsel somebody, counsel everybody.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
If you listen to most rap music these days, man, they talk about I'm wide eyed, like
drugs, killing, selling.
So it should all be counseled, but it won't. That makes money, which pays other things for other people. So that's a different topic for a different day.
Okay, I want to take us somewhere else, and this go ruffle some feathers, but just to give another light on this cancel culture. You get what I'm saying? There was a time that Justin Bieber was caught saying the N-bomb. You get what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with that same category as far as the TBG and all that type of stuff. But what I'm saying is, it's like these same people, what was the cancel culture when, and don't get me wrong, like it's a different heat now. Like now racism is being addressed, and like people are not really tolerated. But my point is like y'all pick and choose, because those same communities was around when he was doing that, and we didn't get that type of behavior.
Well, and I think it's just more people got a voice now. How long was that ago? That probably, I don't know how long it was ago. But I think social media has exploded, even within the past 3-4 years. Look at the platforms that has been brought out.
That's true, and that's true. That was a time ago. But I'll give you another scenario. What about recently when Eminem said what he said about Tyler the Creator? There was no cancel culture then. You get
what he's saying? Yeah. I don't even remember.
He said, well, I'm not. I don't want to quote on. I know he said something offensive to him, and it was
Eminem might not hear this, Chen.
I honestly don't. No,
this ain't
I'm not worried.
You good? I'm
not worried, but what I'm saying is, I honestly don't know what was said. But actually, I'm referencing this to what DJ Envy said on the Breakfast Club. That's where I got the information from. So I don't know what was said, but he did say something offensive to him, and I don't know if he's a part of that community or not. But he ended up, not. I mean, he didn't get the same. I mean, he apologized just like the baby did, but he didn't get the same backlash as the baby did.
So you saying he
that's what
said
was saying.
something offensive to a certain person that could have been taken to offense to a whole group of people?
Yes, the same case scenario. That's what DJ Envy was saying.
Oh,
The same
okay.
case scenario happened with him, and he didn't get the same backlash. Is what he's saying.
Right.
He
Well,
did go and apologize and make it right with what he said, but
right.
he didn't get the same backlash. That's why I say I think it's unfair that they pick and choose who to cancel. You know, I
Right.
think if you go cancel
It's
one, cancel all.
it's kind of like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. I think Kevin Hart said something about his son being maybe like gay or something like
Yeah,
that.
true.
But it was like years ago. But Dave Chappelle, he do stand up and he'll throw out
Yeah.
the F word, and
But see,
it's funny.
the
You
F
know,
word
it's funny
problem.
to everybody. It's no big deal. You know.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell
They
you
pick and
why
choose.
though. Somebody, man, I watched something where they were talking about that very scenario, and they
Mhm.
said the reason Kevin Hart takes way more blame is because Dave Chappelle doesn't do a lot of advertisements anymore. So what can you counsel?
He's not
That's
commercial.
true.
In a
He's
sense,
not
true.
commercial. That's a
Yeah.
good
Kevin
point.
Yeah.
Kevin
true.
Hart
Right.
is
A
commercial.
commercial, yeah.
You
You
can
know,
hurt
but
Kevin
Cat-
by his endorsements. Yeah.
Cat
Mhm.
Williams the same way. But see, that's why they two different comedians now, because Cat Williams can say stuff that Kevin Hart can't say.
Right.
Mhm.
They
You know
put
what I'm saying?
themselves in a position to have more freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're and this.
Yeah.
I mean, so we talk about this, and this is all stemming from. I mean, the man on the top, right? Whoever pays
Yeah.
the bills, that's gonna tell you your comments. That's gonna tell you what you can say. So if
Yeah.
I know I'm still gonna get my check, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say.
True.
If I know my check gonna be limited to what I can talk about, I'm gonna just tailor my comments towards my whoever pay me. So it's
Hey,
that's it.
Also-
I mean, at the end of the
Also,
day.
one more thing, just to backpedal a little bit. Also, I don't know if we should be bringing in other stations on our podcast. But anywho, Angela, you said that. You said, well, in reference to Eminem, she said, well, Eminem, he I guess she was defending him. You know, he book his own shows. So how you go cancel his shows? You know, so in his defense, like you said, you know, if I do my own tour, who go cancel me? This is my tour. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
get
how
what
you
you're
gotta
saying
look
with
at it,
that.
man.
Like, yeah, if you got endorsements, see, the people can complain of those endorsements, like Kendrick referred to earlier. So, and that's how you can pretty much get canceled. But
Right.
notice it's only festivals. But I would say he's gonna see a decline in making money on that type of stuff. And I think he just released an official apology, but they may not be going for it. But it's still just unfortunate how you could be canceled when I mean, I get it. You get what I'm saying? But
Right.
I just, like I said, the picking and choosing is what I disagree with. You go cancel one, cancel all. Just be
Yeah.
fair with it, what I'm saying.
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, this is the end of there. That's right, right? If you're gonna cancel a few, cancel everybody. In my opinion, I think we all can agree. If not, a select few on this platform that
I agree.
I mean,
So
but, hey,
that gotta be fair though.
hey, so the people control the income. So
True.
we just a little
I think it'll balance out though, because I'm starting to see people kind of draw back from social media or take it less serious. So I think
Yes.
eventually, like,
Yeah.
businesses won't be listening to the voices of social media. Apparently, sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when,
I don't
but
know. We'll
eventually,
see.
I'm saying eventually, it seems like, because it's becoming like a drawback. Like, we're talking about it right now. It's becoming an issue.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
Well, yeah, you can go in there.
It's
I was
too
having a
much.
conversation with a friend of mine about the vaccine. Like, I don't know what to believe. I mean,
Well,
Man.
let
That's
me
the
say
real
this. Let me say
takeaway,
this.
though.
I'm gonna say this. If you're taking advice from social media, you need to reevaluate yourself.
yeah, well, it's not only that.
No, you do.
Not
you
only
take it-
social media, right? You got to look at the platforms that we're looking on TV, CNN, Fox News.
True.
You're looking
True.
at the news, like
True.
CNN saying get vaccinated. Fox News like, oh no.
Yeah.
I think these days you got to do your own homework.
Right, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
most important thing. You got to
Yeah, you got to
expose
do
yourself,
your own homework, man.
but you got to be expose yourself to every platform, not just one
True.
platform.
True.
But let me ask you this though, Channing, because we being real. When
Go
we
ahead.
say do our own homework, how are we actually doing homework? Because if we being honest with each other, it ain't like we reading the paperwork from the doctors who came up with this and came up with that. We basically going to reviews,
Right, right.
some going to Google, some coming to social media. It's like at the end of the day though, who's controlling that? Like, how do we even know?
Right, right.
Well,
What's what?
Well, when I say do your homework is, we everyday people, so we can't get the information that these news sources and all those other big media outlets got. But when I say do your own homework, I mean investigating you can make a comfortable decision. You comfortable with yourself. So it's like, if I'm gonna get vaccine, let me check in the vaccine all of the stats that I can find. You get what I'm saying, and then make a
Right.
comfortable decision with myself. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I am vaccinated. But my point is, I made that decision based on what I found, not based on what they're saying on the media and all that. Because what they're saying now, they were saying when at the time I got vaccinated. But I made a decision to protect my family, not because I believe I was gonna get sick, but I was around a lot of people who was not vaccinated. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what's crazy? When the COVID broke out and I seen like all these people dying, you remember there was reporting that New York had like body bags laying on the street. It never dawned on me to be like, if a vaccine comes out, am I taking it or not? At that time, I was like, man, people dying for real.
Yeah.
I said, so I need to save myself. It's like, okay, you do or you don't.
Yeah.
Just imagine if nobody took the vaccine.
Well, for me,
would
man,
never got no better right now.
Exactly.
Instead of still been, you probably get 10 times worse. I believe the vaccine does work. You know what I'm saying? Because
Of course it does.
I mean,
you gotta think about in this too. When you get sick, where do you go if you get really, really sick? And you're seen by who?
A doctor.
Do you question the doctor?
No.
Because he does it for a living. He's professional. So Dr. Fossey, however you say his name, he does this for a living. So I'm gonna take his word. He be for right or wrong, you know. But I'm gonna take his word over a nobody who got
and that's
a
what,
PhD in Facebook.
Yeah, and that's what Shannon's saying. Like, do your homework. So he's make a decision based off the information you receive.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's times when I regret getting the vaccine. You get what I'm saying? But the reason why I got it is because I knew too many people personally that died from it. You get what I'm saying? So that's what made me get it, not the media. It's like I know too many people that passed from COVID. You get what I'm saying? And once they got it, their body couldn't recover and all that type of stuff. So okay, let me protect myself and my family and those I'm around. That's why I made a decision.
Yeah, not only that, but
not the type of guy who get vaccines. I never gotten a flu shot, but I got this because of that situation. You know what I'm saying? I know too many people that died. Like, it was just like, I literally, like last year, I had like 5 funerals in the first 4 months. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of rubbed me a different way. And I went and got vaccinated.
I mean, I'm not trying to like, we shouldn't be talking too deep into it, but we're in the military, right?
Yeah.
Do we question the vaccines that we get?
Nah, I'd say Roger.
Huh? So we already know we didn't got tons of vaccines. We don't be like, oh Roger. Man, I never really thought about it, you know. So
Roger. But yeah, so okay, yeah, so get vaccinated. But anyway, move on to hey, one of the last topics we're gonna talk about for today is we're just gonna talk about gender roles in today's societies. Tia, what that is? You ain't got work tomorrow?
Hey, bro.
What you drinking, man?
What's in that
still
cup?
Early. It's still early.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about gender roles in today's society, and just to get you guys idea about how what you guys think about male, female, just everyday living.
I don't know. Beyond me, I feel like, you know, when it comes to marriage and relationships and everything, through like the team and stuff like that. But today, you know, I know a lot of women might not want to hear, but a lot of women want to be the man in the woman. You know what I'm saying? They kind of don't know how to just have like their position and where they need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, you know, and I feel like they're trying to do too much as a man when they shouldn't be having to do. Only they're trying to prove a point or whatever the case may be. But I feel like they kind of like, you know, doing too much. Just, you know, do what you do like as a woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They trying to be tough. Well, I don't know. I don't get it. It's all confusing to me. I don't know. It's like they trying to prove a point, but you know. But we have these roles in relationships and marriages, and we should be in the roles that we need to be out there. You need a woman playing both.
Right. So what you're saying is just do whatever best for each other. There shouldn't be any specific roles. That's what you're saying.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, I mean, if a wife being a wife, she should do what a wife.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The husband need to do what a husband do. A wife don't need to sit up here and be like, never mind, I got this. I'm gonna do this. She don't need.
But what do a wife or a husband supposed to do?
That's what bro, you beat me to it. I was gonna let you talk.
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, he threw the alley oop. I was like, I'm finna take it. Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
first controversy
and cut the grass or something like that. Like a woman, she'll feel like she don't need a man to do that. She can go and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think you're talking about more geared towards somebody single, geared to a more a wife and a husband.
wife,
Like,
a wife and a husband. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, they feel like they don't need them to do this and that they'll do it. But then it's okay for the husband to do it because that's what they're supposed to do. You know, like I
Yeah.
feel like a woman should do more of the household duties in a way, which the husband can help. You know what I'm saying? But the husband should take care of more stuff like on the outside instead of woman just trying to do everything just to be like,
All right,
oh,
all
I
right,
guess
all
I need
right.
a man to
Shannon,
work. You kind
Shannon,
of get it.
Shannon, Tio, y'all jumped on this quick.
Hey,
I'm
that's the
just
first.
saying.
Feel like a pit bull.
Hey,
He was well,
Hey,
I was trying
pivot,
to I was trying
pivot,
to
pivot.
I was trying to
Hey.
save him, man, because he was taking it somewhere he didn't need to take it to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get-
Yeah.
Well, I'm just being
Man.
real about it. I'm just telling you what I see. That's what it shouldn't be how it should be though. You know what I'm saying?
but do you have an old? Do you think if you stop and thought about it, do you think you might have an old school way of thinking though?
Maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I do. You know,
That man
See,
want to come on to
yeah,
a home cooked meal.
Hey,
Well, see, for
hey.
Zarek, man, you know, when
But
it comes to generals, he want the traditional. What
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the
It
old
ain't nothing wrong with
school.
that. It ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
true.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
that's
nothing
just my
wrong with
way. That's just my way.
Nothing wrong
You
with
know
that,
what I'm
but
saying? Not
you know,
saying, you know,
You sure, Channy?
huh?
You sure?
Oh, let me get that, Jan.
Oh, why you looking like that?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with what he want, is what I'm saying.
no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying like
Now-
the woman. I'm not saying a woman necessarily has to. I'm not saying she has to do that, but it's just like she should. You know,
But that's what you desire, fam. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like what
but I
JL
ain't trying to
what
sound like a boss. I ain't trying to sound like a bossy husband if I get married or something like that, or a bossy boyfriend. So I'm not trying to mean it like that. But I'm just, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
You
why
know,
I tried
So
to save
Zarek-
you, because it
Yeah.
seemed like you were saying, "Hey, woman, get in there and get them dishes done."
No, I didn't mean it like
You
that.
heard it
That's
here
why I was trying to
first.
save you, fam.
You
dig
know,
what I'm saying?
I didn't try to mean it that way. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
I
I'm
like,
not
Z,
saying
you
trying to
about to-
control a woman. I'm
Yeah,
not
you was sending
trying
some
to
smoke
control
your
her.
way, fam. I said I gotta look out for cuz. I can't let him
Hey,
go
but
out like this.
First 100
You know what I'm
comments
saying?
next time we look at this video.
Mm.
Yeah,
He
like,
need to be
I'm
off the
not
show.
trying
Hey, what you got, Tyrus?
But okay.
Man, I was just gonna say, man, like where Zarek was taking it at, I just feel like you need to know that person before. I like Kendrick was sort of talking about from the marriage point of view, and I think Zarek was talking about just single. I felt like he was referring to more of single women, and because I think now more single women are taking on that role of most of them are,
Right.
most of them are used to doing it themselves. So then once they come into a relationship, man, before you take it as serious as marriage, like that's something that you really gotta come, that's something you really gotta discuss and work on before you take that step. Because women, I mean, it's to that point, man, where women feel like they bring just as much to the table as men do.
Yeah.
And before you actually get married, you gotta, what, man?
Shannon can't hold himself.
I'm glad Tyrus said it because that's
He
exactly
can't
what I
hold
was
it,
trying to mean,
bro.
Tyrus, about when I was trying to
Hey,
explain it.
go ahead, bro. I
You
want
know.
you to explode, man.
Go ahead, Shannon. Shannon, what you got?
Channy,
I'm
Hit me
gonna say
with it.
stop the cap, man.
I know.
Well, what you mean? What you mean, Shannon? Speak what's
I agree.
on your mind, dog. What you
What?
mean?
Stop-
America
Oh, no,
is the
no,
most
that's
capping.
true.
America is the most capping nation I've ever seen in my life.
What,
Yeah,
That's
man,
true.
stop the cap, man.
Yeah,
Man,
Like,
say what you
what-
feel, man.
Capping at an all-time
y'all
high.
trying to, hey, bro, y'all trying to get me attacked, man.
man, what you
But-
talking about though?
Look,
I mean, go ahead, Tio, man. Finish what you had to
Let the
say,
man
fam.
finish.
Yeah, man. I don't mean to be rude.
No, but I'm saying though, I'm saying I knew how I came up, and so I seen my grandparents. My grandpa worked, my grandma did everything around the house, cooked. He came home to a meal. But I'm just saying, in what we live in now, a lot of these roles are, a lot of stuff done changed. Where, man, you might beat your wife home. It might be you need to cook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It might
right,
be you
right.
need to do this. And so I'm just saying, most stuff now has taken on the equal role. But at the end of the day, the worst thing you can do is compare your marriage or your way of living to somebody else's.
Yeah.
Because
Agreed,
Kendrick may come home
Agreed.
to a home cooked meal,
Hey,
and
hey.
I might go into my.
She's gonna see this, Ken. Relax.
But it's okay. But I would
Yeah.
but
We
it's
gotta-
okay. I don't expect that.
Yeah.
I don't expect that. And she know that.
And everybody is different. Everybody, I got a partner who come home to that. You know what I'm saying? I beat my wife home sometime. I cook. My wife work from home. I may get off work and have to come home and cook. But it's whatever works for you though, and you figure that out, and you get you get that settled before you even go into marriage, because you gonna know that woman though.
Right. Yeah. It's all about knowing your spouse before you enter to that marriage stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my wife, and I didn't. My expectations wasn't to come onto a home cooked meal. Want to come. If something need to be done, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. If
Yeah.
something need to be done, she'll do it. It's a partnership. It's
Yeah.
not, hey, you're a woman,
Yeah, that's
you're a wife, so you gonna fold the clothes, you gonna cook, you gonna
Mhm.
no. If
Right.
it need to be done, I'll do it. It's too simple. And why put this added stress on? She's a mother. We got 2 kids now. She work full
yeah,
time job. Why put that extra pressure?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Agreed,
so
agreed.
Yeah.
JM,
Yeah. I mean, it's like so many different sectors you can take this.
it's just
No
your
capping
opinion.
though.
What
No.
No.
sector are you taking it in, Jan?
But of course, generals, man. It's 2021, man. Nobody don't care about that. Like,
Yeah, dude. We
you
careful.
just can't have a woman
Yeah.
washing dishes, man. Like, did you wash? You wash the dishes, bro. Like,
That's
you have a
it.
nasty house.
That's it.
Don't care
That's
about,
it.
man. People don't really cook like that no more, like they used to, man. You just go get
Nah.
some, get
Oh man,
takeout,
fast food. The most
fast food.
Mississippi's most obese state in the world.
But
We
my
gonna we
biggest
gonna eat.
takeaway is this stuff where you have a small group of feminists or feminisms that say men and women are, I mean, we are all equal, but still, as far as like gender roles, we are different species.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
if a man breaking your house, right?
The man,
He,
I
he
gotta
maybe,
go protect him.
maybe
That
he's
boy
like
talk.
maybe he's like 6'2", right?
Yeah.
But he has no gun, just 6'2". He breaks in. Ken, are you gonna take your wife and your kids and go stand in the corner? Like, hey, wife, go take this, go handle him.
Of course not. I gotta
You
defend
gonna
him.
step up.
Yeah.
Come on,
So
man.
there's
Bring it home, Jan. Bring it home.
or still we're not equal because we can't help how God made us. They made the man physically tough, faster, bigger, stronger. You know what I'm saying? And we can't get pregnant. So if you're gonna have a wife, women want to have, you can have the extravagant careers, but you also got to understand that, okay, so you're gonna have a baby and tell the man to stay at home with the kid and while you go work. I mean,
I know some that have done that though. And
Yeah, that exists these days.
but I'm saying, yeah, I mean, that's
But
cool.
it's not
But
the
at the same
norm. That's what
time,
I'm
but
saying.
she is,
Yeah.
but is it feasible? Is it conducive to a healthy household? Because
I don't think-
men, we're not, how can I say this? We're not wired like that to just stay at home and keep kids and stuff. I mean, do y'all feel we are just to be at home all day?
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I don't got
But I
kids,
know
but I
some
was
that
gonna
I
really
know,
would.
but I agree, like T.O. said, I know some
Yeah,
that do.
there's always some, but
Yeah.
minority don't always speak for the majority. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most
yeah.
men can't. I mean, because then you have jobs like where who doing all these construction jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They got
Man,
women out there now.
but who doing construction,
Very,
plumbing?
very few.
You know,
But I'm saying,
hey,
so if
Yeah.
we're saying we're equal, so you take, man, be honest, man, a lot of women ain't doing those type of jobs, man. They're probably gonna be
Yeah.
nurses and I don't know, HR. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
so if you taking men out of those positions to keep kids and stuff like that, man, because I mean, unless we're saying that women gonna do those tough jobs, if you're gonna build a road, how many women you gonna see on the roads? I'm just being honest. How many women you see on the side of the road doing road work?
I maybe seen two in my life.
I mean, if you want to be equal,
Doing
I
it.
mean, I'll stay
Yeah.
at home and keep the kids. If you want to get on that road and
Yeah.
build them roads up, but they're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Now I say this though, Jan, and then we can get off of it.
no, we can't get
I
off
think-
of it. Ain't had no time yet. What's up?
So we
But-
just get,
And now when we say equal though, when we say equal, it don't necessarily mean job specific. It's more or less the man gets out to work, women get out and work. What goes on inside your house, how you choose to do it, is how you choose to do it. But yeah, jobs will differ. You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying? Jobs will differ. The majority of men would do certain stuff. You know, women will always be in the minority with certain stuff. It's just how it is. But I just think it's as far as working, period.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily job specific, but
Mhm.
just, you know, working, period. But and I get it though. I get it. You know, I want to be that traditional, I'm the guy, I got this, you know, you the woman, you got this. In my household though, some stuff just ain't gonna cut it. You know, some stuff just ain't gonna cut it, man. My wife will go off if I've been at home for 4-5 hours and she come home and I'm talking about what you gonna cook.
Oh
You know,
no, yeah, that's
you know what I'm
absurd.
saying?
You know,
You know,
Yeah,
but some man, my grandpa ain't had to do nothing. My grandma had it situated. you know. But like I say, every relationship is different. You build that up before you take that next step into marriage. You
Yeah.
know, you get a feel for, or you would already know, you know, what your woman expect of you, what you know, what you expect of your woman.
Yeah, of course. And like, I'm not saying that, because I believe in equality as far as women getting the same pay and stuff like that. But I'm just being honest. A lot of women ain't gonna do those tough jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do it. So if you want the small group of women who say we're equal in all levels, if you say that, you gotta be about that. You know what I'm saying? Then we can
Uh,
truly say we're equal. You know what I'm saying?
well, for me, to answer the question, what I'm
Speak,
saying,
sir.
it's every the reason why we got different answers from different people because every situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
In the biblical aspect, men are providers, women are nurturers. You get what I'm saying? But
Yep.
in regards to what Zarek and T.O. said, back to the traditional, you get what I'm saying? That don't exist no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
You would
yeah,
look, you
it's
would like
over.
that, you would like that traditional aspect. It exists in some, like the relationships we see that our some parents and some grandparents had, that's extinct now. You get what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
not because we don't want it no more, but like you said, uh women are becoming into their own. This is now the time for the women. A woman could be anything, everything she wants. She just got to
Mm-hmm.
want it today. But for us gender roles, I think it's best if you want, I put it like this: if you want a successful relationship, the only way gender roles are going to work is if you and your significant other are on the same page. Y'all communicate, because that's what it's gonna take to make these days. Y'all can, one hand wash the other. If you expecting, your wife to, hey, get in there and bust them suds, go wash them dishes, hey man, you probably gonna be single, man. You know what I'm saying? You probably ain't
Yep.
gonna be with nobody. You get what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah,
know, it ain't gonna happen. Like Tio said, like if he sat at home all day and say, hey, get in there and make my dinner, he probably go, it's probably gonna be something go
Yeah.
down that
Yeah. We
night. You
can't we
dig what
can't
I'm
do
saying?
that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's up to
That
yeah.
yeah.
don't, yeah, and that's probably why, well, I would say this. In those times, what I'm saying, not all women, but they didn't have a voice to where they could speak or do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, um, it was bad in some situations. It's like the balance. You get what I'm saying? Like all situations went bad and all situations went good. Now you
Yeah.
had some guy that just too controlling, just want to tell you, hey, get in there and do this, get in and do that. And she done it. You get what I'm saying? Now these women, they, like Tio said, women make more money than I know a lot of women that make more money than, my peers. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah, a lot of them are these
yeah,
days though.
I know a
Women,
lot of
women are
women
getting
that,
in though. They making their
yeah,
bread.
like I
They
know,
really are
I
not
know a lot
hard
of
for
women
it.
that's business owners, like got
Yeah.
got mansions and all that type of stuff. So it's the time for the women. But I think for gender roles to work, man, you basically got to know your partner. You get what I'm saying? Like if if you got to cook, if you don't got to cook, but what I'm saying, to me, as long as if we partners and we communicating, because that's how it's really gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We communicating like, okay, if I get home first before the old lady, I ain't got none. I'm speaking to y'all married folks, but you know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all a perfect scenario. Like if you get home before your wife, I'm pretty sure you go cook or whatever need to be done around the house, and she get home before you, vice versa. That's what's making marriages or a relationship that's going these days. That's what make them work. And if you got to think about it. If you're not doing that, then that says a problem within your relationship. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like
Yep.
the whole point of relationship is a partnership, and if you can't trust your partner, to watch your back, or look out for you, then you like, well, what we got going on here? You get what I'm saying? So to me, I think, like I said, it's compromise and knowing your partner. You know what you got, and your partner got you, and you got your partner.
Partnership.
Partnership,
Social
fam.
media, they'll say it's 2080. No, I'm joking.
Man,
I'm
yeah.
joking.
Hey,
What about that?
we partners over here.
Yeah, you
Man,
I
gotta
heard
be
hey,
that.
hey, you know
gotta,
how you partners?
gotta
How
be
all y'all
partners.
partners? Because y'all working. If y'all weren't partners, it won't be
Hey,
working.
And I
hey,
was just
Hey, that's
like
definitely
them back to me.
true.
I always saying
That's,
I didn't mean like a woman had to do all. I don't. I just don't want to. I just don't want a woman to feel like they don't need us. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
They
Right,
don't
right, right.
gotta. So they got to do everything. Like we here for you. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
basically what I was trying to
Of
say.
course, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. Man,
know?
yeah, of course.
everything a man do is for a woman. Tell
Yeah,
me a
and
lie.
I hate that old concept where the man goes off and work and the woman at home taking care of all the responsibility. I never truly believed in that. I know it's kind of like old school, but I like to help out with my kid, a lot and pick her up from school and all that stuff, man. So I think dads need to be more involved because it makes a healthy household.
Well, see, these days, like the mindset of back then, they want to build a household. So that's what it takes to build a household. But people these days want to build an empire. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
they want more than just okay, yeah, we got the house, but we want businesses too. So,
Yeah.
in order for that to work, both partners gonna have to carry the load, more than they traditionally would have to carry back then. You know what I'm saying? You got to come home and be a parent and a business person. You get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
for that to work, you got to compromise and you got to just pretty much like I said, know your partner.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I heard that. And I had to change the scenery. My wife had kicked me out the room. She got to go to bed.
See that compromise, man. You see that
You gotta
compromise?
Yeah,
Gotta know
compromise.
your
So
spouse.
I'm in my kids' room with the kitty pictures on the wall. But that's all right. The podcast must go on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Podcast
let's
must
get
go
it.
on.
Hey, so that was good dialogue, man, about gender roles and about how it's for sure it's 2021 and things will continue to progress, and it's for sure not the old days. Expectations for a wife to be at home all day cooking, cleaning, that's done. That's gone with the wind. But the spouse should have expectations of what the other spouse should not be able to do or can do or willing to do. So for sure it's a compromise on both ends.
Yep.
Right. If you want to work,
Yep. You gotta
it
compromise.
can't be all about you.
Yep, because it's just a road to the end. Gonna end fast, end quick. Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's it. I think that was a great first episode. Call it the pilot episode. Hey, wait a minute. I'm finishing up in here. Wait a minute, little one.
Yeah, make a
So,
debut.
Hey, the pilot episode. Hey, great dialogue, great content, and I'm looking forward to next week's episode. Should be an interesting one as we build our foundation and grow.
Yes,
Hey.
sir.
Let's get it, man.
Pivot
Let's get
Podcast.
Any closing remarks? Just go close it out. That's that.
Hey, Green Bay Packers will win the Super Bowl. I think everybody is in agreement.
Shut it down.
I
Shut it
think
down.
everybody
no,
is in agreement
Shut it
with
down,
that.
man.
Baltimore.
Nah.
Shut it down, man.
Baltimore.
Collins Tigers, man. Them Tigers go win the ship.
What? Oh, our Collins Tigers. Oh, my bad. I hope so. Hey, I'm
Hope
repping
so.
hometown.
We'll
Hey, T, I'm
see.
gonna be in the gym at 5:30 in the morning.
Yee.
All right, I'm gonna be in there at 5:00, brother.
Not
And I'm
5:30, but 4:30. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna pray for y'all while y'all in there.
I'm gonna try my best to get there at that time,
Really?
then, brother.
All right, yeah.
What time?
I got it. All right. Well, hey, good dialogue. I'll see you guys.
See y'all next week, man.
Next week,
week,
it's
man.
going down the pivot.
Pivot. Hey, let's
Yes,
pivot out of
sir.
here.
Pivot Pod.
All right, out, guys.
Deuces.
All right.
Deuces.
All right, fellas.